Imagine learning in a whole new way. What if students drove the questions through authentic learning experiences where they could collaborate together, share and get feedback from their peers and other adults, and even from a larger audience? What if they could create things that had a purpose? Here's an example. If students traditionally read a book, a novel, and create a book report, maybe a diorama, a written report. So instead of that, how about a learning experience where students read a book collaboratively, where they plan, write, and storyboard a book trailer. And in that book trailer, they create, they narrate, they add music, and then with that book trailer, they share it globally through Twitter or YouTube, or even just to their peers in their school to recommend that book to other people. Through this one project, one book trailer, there are so many real skills and standards that can be met. In this list, you'll see 20 different standards that can be met with just one digital media project. Of course, you have reading skills, determining the theme, point of view, analyzing characters, finding details of the story, putting that story together in a script, so you have your writing skills, and then also finding a digital editing software that's going to meet your needs, being able to pick the right pictures, the right music, and then once you put the whole thing together, to be able to receive feedback from your peers, and then to go ahead and revise that product and that project, and then of course to upload it, embed it, or tweet it, and to share it with a larger audience. Seth Godin says that group projects are the exception in school, but they should be the norm. Students working together with other students allows for collaboration and allows for deeper projects. Students can be writing, storytelling, really getting a chance to be creative, communicating with each other, and practicing those collaboration skills. Here's an example of a kindergarten project. In this project, students were studying in science endangered animals. They researched animals, and their class chose 6 animals that they were really passionate about helping. After researching, they decided that they would create PSAs, public service announcements. So they created videos on those animals. They decided that they could really help one animal, so they decided to ask the school to vote. A little lesson here in civics. So these students asked the school, made posters, had them vote on one animal that they would help. Then students created a product that they would market and sell to be able to raise money to actually be able to donate to that animal's cause. Another idea is blogging, where students are able to write for a larger audience. Some of the most reluctant writers I have found blogging to be a thing that really opens up their experiences and allows them to write more freely. Oftentimes in school, we give kids subjects that they might not be that passionate about, and in case they do not produce great writing. With blogging, kids can receive peer feedback, they can receive feedback from a larger audience, and they also have a chance to write about things that they are interested in. And of course, today with technology, we have the ability to connect and share with people from around the world, whether that be peers, students from the other side of the country or another country, or if that's experts, maybe you're talking to a park ranger in the national park system who's going to take you on location to learn more about that place. Or maybe you're going on a virtual field trip to a business where they're working on an engineering project that might relate to something you're doing in your class. The possibilities really are endless. So all of these great projects, and we know students will be learning the skills along with the content. So you might ask, well, how do we know that students at Design 39 campus are learning? Our expectation is that progress will be measured in real time. So we are looking at some different technology companies to help us to be able to do this. We don't want assessments to come out 3 times a year, and we don't feel that those really provide the best picture of how your student is doing. We'd like to be able to give you feedback and your child feedback and teachers feedback on how that student is doing at any point. Another idea is to have a digital portfolio. In a digital portfolio, students are able to capture their work. You can go into the portfolio, you can click on a piece of writing or a video or evidence of an art project, and you could see what the task was that they were to complete and how they did. Imagine being able to go back and say your student is a 6th grader, be able to go all the way back to kindergarten at their time at Design 39 campus and be able to see their progress throughout their time at our school. Another idea is badging. Badging is a way for students to earn visual representations of any type of skill or achievement. Maybe they've read a certain number of books, or maybe they've learned a really important skill in engineering, or maybe they've coded their first program. So badges are used as a motivation tool. They include a little bit of a gamification, which can be very encouraging for some kids, and it also gives them the chance to level up. So our emphasis on assessment is to make sure that we are providing authentic assessments where we can actually use them to help kids learn, to find out what things they need to know next. This might be through students assessing themselves, or maybe peers assessing other students, or possibly through a presentation, and also with students working with teachers to assess their own learning.